Hello and welcome to minute 39 of the One More Minute series. This is gonna be the last one. This is my second time recording 39 minutes. Just because I recorded it earlier in the week, and then there's an interruption in the middle of the video, and then I was like, I'm gonna have to re-record it because I don't like the interruption, and I've just been thinking about it since then, and I was like, I think this is where we're gonna call it. Because I think realizing, like, yeah, we're almost to 52 weeks, but that's another 3 months. That's still 12 more weeks to do, which becomes 3 months. And I don't want to be doing this for 3 more months. And that's okay. I've like made peace with that. So yeah, this will be the last one, but that's okay because we have plenty of time to talk about everything, and this will cover, and it's a good time to do it. So yes, first off, this is a reaction to minute 13, and that was during Halloween weekend. I watched Practical Magic and I watched Jennifer's Body. I'd never seen Practical Magic before. That was really good. I'm excited for the sequel to come out and like know all the references and stuff. The trailer looked really good. Jennifer's Body was so good. I said in that video that I kind of want to make an annual watch during Halloween. I think I want to do that so that I can inject the script into my veins, because all those lines are so good and funny and iconic, and I just want to be able to like spit them out and reference them. So I need to watch it every year in order to do that. So I'm really excited when that time comes. I'm trying to think what else, because I watched this video now a few days ago and I don't fully remember. I just talked about a lot of my projects. I think this one I talked about my clothes and how I was struggling to find what to wear for each season. I'm still coming up against that. I think as I'm growing into myself, I have different vibes of what I want to wear and how I want to express myself, and I'm accepting that that's just going to change both seasonally and every year apparently. Because I think last year I was like, I think I got it. I just wear, what was it? What would I wear? I don't even remember. Like jeans and then like a solid color shirt and then like a flannel or something over it, and I was like, that's a look and that's what we're gonna do. And now I'm like, that's not really the look I'm going for. But using Whimsigoth and that label as like a starting point for me fits, because I think it's such a broad thing, but with a specific vibe that I just think I genuinely connect to. But yeah, I'm not too worried about that. We'll figure it out. I'm slowly collecting pieces of clothes that I like and just exploring. And I'm doing the same with like makeup and stuff. Yeah, I don't remember what else I really talked about. I think I just released the first Dragon Age deep dive video on YouTube, and how I enjoy the different aspects of that project and how there's so much variety in it, and that's what's keeping me invested, and I'm able to use a lot of my different skills and apply them to this and grow those skills in that way. That was really nice, and I'm still doing that, but still trying to grant myself the peace of settling in still, and like I don't have to keep pushing or rushing things and forcing things. That was pretty much the video from what I remember. Yeah, a little update on this past week. I've started buying myself flowers, which is completely new. I decided to do that last week, and just to try it because it's been on my mind for a while. I think I have never really enjoyed flowers. I've never enjoyed receiving flowers, but like in the past few years I've been noticing like nature a bit more, and like the beauty of flowers when they exist in their place. I'm like, that's so pretty. And like I think growing up I was like, why give me a bouquet of flowers when they're just gonna die a week later, you know? I'm like, why are we killing these flowers? And like partially I still have that thinking, but like I'm able to like appreciate the flowers themselves And I think I just have an aversion. As a kid, I always had an aversion to things that were like stereotypically assigned gender-wise to women. So like flowers was one of them, and I was like, I don't want to like flowers until I know I like it, not just because I'm a girl and that's why I should like flowers. And so it's taken me now to be like, okay, I think I like flowers as themselves and not because I'm a woman. And it feels good to like buy myself flowers. I think is just really nice. So yeah, just kind of like exploring that a little bit, just seeing how that feels. But I bought flowers last week, and then I just bought flowers this weekend and got a vase for them. It's kind of like a really tall vase, so the flowers don't really like expand. They're just kind of like there. So I don't know how I feel about that, but it's okay. It's still cute. Yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. And yeah, I've had, I think like the big thing is like I've been like in each video, I think it's so apparent in like the good amount of videos I've been making for the past few months of just like struggling and like this roller coaster of being okay and not okay in such rapid succession. Just like struggling mentally and emotionally, and I'm grateful for my therapist and that I've been doing therapy consistently for like over a year and a half, which has been great. And yeah, I'm in like I think my latest session, I feel like we worked through a lot where I feel more at ease and less impatient about like pushing to the future. I feel less impatient, a little bit more gentle with myself, and like trying to just be open and sit in the present. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Yeah, I think my thoughts have been, since moving, I think I've been trying to kind of like put as much time and distance between before I moved and after I moved, and trying to like just create space. And I forgot in my head, for some reason I had it in my head that like, oh, as soon as I move, it's like a reset, clean slate, like just like a refresh. And part of it is like, that's partially true, I'm restarting in a way, but in my head I didn't think I'd have to carry everything else everything else I've been experiencing or feeling with me. For some reason I thought that would just stay behind. That's not how that works. So we clocked that in my last session, and I was like, oh, that's what it is I thought I could just like clear the air, clear my head, and then just be good. And I'm like, no, there's still everything I've been sitting with and dealing with before I moved is still with me to sit with and deal with. So that's been okay, because I'm like, oh, I understand what's going on, I get it, so we should do that. Oh, also my washing machine is going. It's going to go off at some point, but I wanted to record now, so you might hear some noises in the background and some beeping at some point. But yeah, so like feeling a little bit more settled, a little less impatient, which is good. I've been working on music a bit more and trying to explore how I'm feeling, what I'm experiencing in songs, which is kind of hard at the moment, but like what I've been working on feels really good, and really cool. So that's been really fun and exciting. Yeah, so it's been like a good week. Like I think before I was getting really frustrated because I'd be like, I'm really good one day, the next day I'm like, I'm not good, and the next day I'd be like, I'm really good, and it was like every other day, or like chunks of the day would be up and down. And now I feel like I've been consistently like, okay, just okay. There's not crazy highs, not crazy lows, just like, I'm okay. And I think that's probably a good place to be. There's some consistency in that I can be like, okay, cool, I can just like float here for a little bit and then see where we get to. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And so yeah, I think like the goal of this series was to do it for a year, to do 52 weeks. I started it while I was in the middle of The Artist's Way as like this is a project I can do right now. There's nothing really stopping me from doing it outside of myself. So I was like, let's just do it. It's low commitment. You just make a video once a week and post it, and then that's it, you're good. I think now that the videos are longer, it's a little bit more of a commitment, just because it's like there is more prep required for a longer time to record that I'm not putting in the work for, because I don't want this to be a high commitment. And so like I love yapping, I love talking about what I'm experiencing and things going on, but I think I've been finding a lot, which has been happening like throughout the videos, but especially now that in the longer ones, it's a lot of like sitting and going, yeah, that's really that's really it, and like I don't think there's a need to like keep forcing that. So yeah, I've decided to make this my last video and like make peace with that. I think there was like a pressure of like, oh, but it'd be so good to be like, I did this for a year and like show myself I can show up for it and commit and just do it. But like it feels like I'm hitting a wall right now with it. And when I hit that wall, I'm like, let's actually not keep doing that and let's rest, reset. So that's okay. I think what I have enjoyed about like especially this last half of like rewatching the old videos, I've found that really valuable, just to like, it's like cataloging my journey, which is really cool. And so maybe at some point I'll do that with these later videos as well, because I think this later half is cataloging a point in my life where I've been feeling like stuck. It's like stuck, but like good, as like I'm very solid. I'm solid, but like stuck and unsure, and like just a very tricky time period. And so it'll be nice to like look back and be like, oh, this is where I was at, and like also how did you get out of that. And I think this video, I'm hoping is like, this is the video to kind of record that, of like the steps I'm taking to kind of get out of this period, which is slowing down, trying to be really present, following my whims, giving myself like the day to be like, okay, what things do I need to get done, make that as minimal as possible, and then the things I want to get done, also make that as minimal as possible, so that I can like fit in whatever whims come up for me. This past week of like, has it been only a week or, yes, I think it's just been a week of trying to take things off of my plate a bit every day, because before I was jamming so many things in each day of what I wanted to get done, and then like it just ends up me pushing more things back, and that doesn't feel good. Whereas this week I was like, let me just do one thing, or one thing I regularly do as a routine, and then one additional thing if I have the like evening for it to work on. And that has helped me so much. Like I feel like I end each day this week being like, I did it, like I'm done, and now I can just chill and not think about it, because tomorrow we'll do more. So yeah, trying to remind myself of that. We don't need to throw in a million things I have to do. Trying to be more aware of like the time I have and how time moves for me, and that will change depending on where I'm at in life, and like in my cycle as well. Sometimes I can do more, sometimes I can't, and that's okay. So like trying to just be a bit gentler on my schedule for myself is important. Yeah, doing that, and then like I've been talking to my therapist about trying to find ways to be more creative. Like I think my creative drive is coming back, which is good, and that's really positive, but I think I've been missing it for a while. And something she suggested was trying to explore that feeling of missing it, of it being stuck, trying to explore that creatively and using that to bring to therapy. And I think what draws me to that idea is the purpose of it is to bring it, there's like a purpose of like bringing it to show, I guess, or to share in a specific space. Because I think just making it just to work on it, explore and see what happens, I'm like, yeah, I get that, but I think I need something to be like for this thing. Like I'm exploring this for this thing. And even if the for this thing is to show my therapist, I think that for some reason entices me. Well, especially because in therapy, like we explore it, and it's really helpful for me. But yeah, so we're getting there. I really think it is just patience and being present and trying to understand when I'm feeling impatient and frustrated. What is it that I'm feeling impatient and frustrated about? What is it that I'm trying to like skip over? And instead of skipping over it, let's sit with it. I was describing, I feel like I've had a lot going on, a lot of different things and aspects of life that have been troubling me. Or like my mind has been going in spirals on, and like I've described it as like this like black tangled knot of like all these different things happening, and I just need to be able to like pull out the threads and like figure out what each thing is to make it lighter, and then it'll all start to like make sense. Oh, I forgot. Oh, it's right at the front of my head. Oh, there's something about that that's important to know for myself. Oh, yes. So describing it as like this like black ball of the thread and stuff. I think before I was like, I'm feeling that like there's this black ball in my chest, and I've been like, and I don't like it. I don't know how to get rid of it, and I've been trying to approach it as like it's trying to like speak to it, I guess, instead of being like, get out of here, go shoo, how do we get rid of you, how do I lighten this, instead be like, what is it trying to say, and kind of approach it more with curiosity and be like, what are you trying to say, like why are you here, what's going on, kind of thing. Is kind of how to approach it, which is a nice reminder for me, and that's I'm glad I remembered that because I think it's something I need to integrate more into my toolkit of when I'm feeling off or something feels bad or I'm feeling heavy. There's a reason I'm feeling heavy, and trying to like run away or move past it isn't gonna make it go away. I have to sit with it, and not just like sit and feel it, but like be curious about it and acknowledge it, I guess. I don't know, talk to it. Yeah. So that's what I've just been kind of trying to do this week. Like I'm feeling like good. I'm just feeling very leveled. I feel less like roller coastery, and that's really at the moment all I can ask for. The roller coaster is tiring. But yeah, so like slowly getting projects done. Like I'm just looking forward to the moment where like I can start to picture again the direction I want to go in creatively, and like what I'm wanting, because I feel like I got to this moment, which I've said in like every video, but like I had this nice period of like I could kind of see a plan laid out of like the next year, 3 years, 5 years. And I feel like at the moment I don't have that image anymore of like what I want, and so that's what I'm kind of working towards, and I think it'll come. Yeah, and what's been helpful is I went to a nice little craft night this past week at a local cafe, so I got to like socialize with some strangers, but it was really nice. I think going to an event where there's an activity, because I went on my own, was really nice, because especially having crafts, like you're focused on this activity, you're doing this, and then also talking to people, and like the craft itself is a nice conversation starter. You can talk about that, and there's less pressure of like having to just like sit face to face and talk and come up with topics to talk about. So that was really nice, and now I've looked for other like I'm looking for like queer events to go to as well, to kind of build my community there. Yeah, so it's all good and positive. I feel like my washer's getting louder, but it means it's gonna end soon. I had something else too, and I forgot. That's okay. I don't remember. That's fine. Yes, and I've been on my second week of learning Korean, which is really cool. I've learned some consonants now, and I'm kind of starting to be able to read. things, which is really cool. I just need to practice on pronunciation and memorizing and getting those, what I read and the sounds matching up, um, which is really cool though and really exciting. Yeah, it's like, I think that's like something that does give me like a little spark of excitement because it's new and it's like there's like a structured process for it of like these are just the things you need to learn and then at some point I need to like put into practice. But it's been really fun and like nice to learn. It's like a new skill, but like just really cool. Like it makes sense in my brain, and like to be able to understand something that I previously had no knowledge of is really cool and nice, and like I feel like it's gonna open up just like another culture and like experiences because I'll be able to understand, which is really cool and exciting. Very fun. Yeah. So it's been good, and I've started getting back into anime, and I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I had started it, and then I stopped, but now I'm getting back into watching that again, which is nice. I think I'm on book 7 of Ouran High School Host Club manga. My washing is now done, so now no more sounds, which is good. Yeah, I'm like slowly getting into like feeling what I would consider normal for myself, I guess. Like normal Sarah behavior is what we're coming back into, which is nice. Yeah. And I think, yeah, I've been doing the gym consistently now since I've been here. I think I've been pretty consistent with the gym, which is really nice. And I'm starting to like feel that in my body. Like I can like start to feel muscles, and I go, oh yeah, I forgot you can have muscles there, and it feels good to like feel them when they activate. And I'm really enjoying the consistency I've been building with that because it's something like I want to feel strong and good in my body, and to know like to not feel the pressure of like it needs to happen now is good. It's just very much like if I just keep showing up, twice a week, every week, that's something. Yeah. And I had a really nice pole class as well this past week, which I really enjoyed, and I'm checking out a new pole class tomorrow, which will be fun. Yeah, it's like we're getting there, and it's fun. And what's important to me the most is that I'm having fun and feeling like I am living my authentic self, and I think that's what we're getting towards. And now that the weather is nicer, the sun is out a bit more. It's kind of cold today and it's cloudy, but this past week has been really nice and sunny and warm. That's been really nice and encouraging. Yeah, I'm just trying to be more present, and we're getting there. Twitch streaming has been really fun. I did a crafting stream, which was great, and made a few little items. So I'll be doing a little stream to paint them this week, which would be really nice. What else? And I finished a game called This Bed We Made, which is a really cool game that takes place. It's like a mystery puzzle game that takes place in the 1950s. You play a maid for a hotel, and you're like cleaning rooms and uncovering mysteries from like the things that they leave behind, and notes and letters and all this stuff. It's really good, and I finished the game and I ended up with like the worst outcome. There's like different endings. I ended up with the worst outcome. It worked out for me, but not for the other characters. So then I tried in my next stream to just run the end again to try to fix it, and I messed it up again and got the same exact ending. And I was like, that's on me. That's on me. That's just, I have to just take, that's what the ending is for me. It happened twice, so we're leaving it at that. Which was just really funny. But it was nice to play a different game. I think after playing Dragon Age Origins, which is a game I feel like especially the beginning of the game, I've played so many times, I've just played that one a lot. It's nice to play new games and explore those, which has been fun. And then at some point we'll get back into Dragon Age because I have the DLC to do for that, which I'm excited for because I haven't touched that in a long time. So I think that will be really fun to explore and get into as well. And I'm really looking forward to Dragon Age 2 because I think I'm going to do a mage because I don't remember. I feel like I always play rogue in Dragon Age 2, so I'm going to try the mage one because I don't remember how that one really goes. So I think that'll be fun. And my goal is to meet, there's like 2 characters that I just haven't met in Dragon Age 2. One of them I did the last time I tried playing that game, but I never finished it. I didn't get that far. But there's one guy that I've just never met, so that'll be fun to play. But yeah, it's all good. We're getting there. Yeah, I think this has been a really nice journey. I'm glad that I've like kept up with this. Like, I'm actually really impressed that I've done 39 weeks of this repeatedly, and like it started, the scheduling of like the posting of this started to fall apart in the past few months, and like that's okay. But yeah, I think it's like part of me is like, well, what if this feels like a failure because you didn't finish the full year? But I'm like, I just don't view it as a failure. I view it as like a relief to be done, to not have to worry about this anymore. It like takes up so much space on my phone to record this long, and it takes a long time for it to upload to YouTube, and I'm excited to not have to like force myself to go through that hurdle anymore. So it'll be nice, and I just feel like this has been a great way to track most of the past year, to track 39 weeks of my life. It was a nice little marker of that, but I'm good. That's like, I haven't done much else about this, like to promote it or share it, because like it's really just being done for me. It was just a fun idea of like, what if I just add a minute every week to a video? And I feel like I understand. I know what happens. You add a minute and then you talk for longer, and that's as much effort that I ever wanted to put into this, and I think I've achieved that. So we're gonna end it. Yeah, so that'll be good, but it'll be nice to have this, and I'm grateful I did it. And I think like it also just like marks this journey of creativity of like, there's so many other things I'm doing at the same time that like I feel like starting this project was the first step in doing all the rest of my projects, because this was like, I started this at a time where I was scared to share anything I was doing on social media. Like, I was scared to start any project because I was scared to share it. And so this was just such a simple, easy thing to be like, I'm doing this thing because, and I'm sharing it, and it got me over that hurdle of promoting a little bit. Like, I'm still not the best at sharing things, but that's because right now I'm not creatively engaged with what I'm doing for the most part, and that's okay. We're getting there. But like, I think this really set me up to see what was possible of like, without this, I don't think I was able to start Dragon Age Deep Dive and do more crafting and rebrand my crafting to Craftsy Waftsy Fantasy, and like get more into making music because of doing Dragon Age Deep Dive and writing songs for that, and even Twitch streaming as well. Like, I started to have more fun ideas come up and stuff, and just like feeling more active and engaged in the things I'm doing creatively, I think really does come down to this stemming from the Artist's Way. But this is the thing that I first kicked off, that I was like putting off as an idea. And so yeah, I'm glad I did it, and I'm grateful for this little project that's like little but also really big. It's 39 weeks. That's almost like 10 months, I guess, is where we're at. Yeah, that's pretty big. So yeah, I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful to like let it go and be able to like use this time to focus on other things. Like, it's only like an hour out of my day once a week, which isn't really that bad. It's not bad at all, but it's nice to like let it go. I can focus on other things. So yeah, that feels really nice. there's really, I mean, we still have 9 minutes left to talk. There's nothing else that's really on my mind. I'm trying to think what else I've been thinking of recently. But we've really covered it all, and this is part of why I'm ending this, because I sit here and go, yeah. Yeah, but I'm feeling, yeah, just good. And like, I'm still been on top of my food and figuring out, I think the one thing with food at the moment is I've been enjoying the cooking that I've been doing, but I'm trying to, I think because I'm going to the gym more regularly, I'm hungrier than normal, consistently, and I'm trying to figure out like how best to like supplement that, because like I don't want to be constantly hungry, because it doesn't feel good and that just puts me in a rut. So I'm like trying to figure out how to make the food I enjoy and make sure I'm full as well. So I'm like trying to think of like additional side dishes or things I can do that I'll still be excited about, that'll keep me full. That's probably my next goal and focus. Because that was one of my New Year's goals, was to create like a food Bible of what I can do. Like I feel like my breakfast is pretty much sorted, though now I'm wondering if like I can do more stuff for breakfast to make me feel fuller as well during the day. But yeah, my next plan is to look at lunch and dinner and like compile better meals, because I have a whole database of meals and stuff that I can make, but I don't like any of those, and so I have to like make a whole new thing, which is good. I think it'll be nice little refresh on what I'm eating, to remind myself what I like to eat, what's possible, and to try out new things as well. Yeah, but like I think I'm really grateful for like my excitement on like I'm trying to figure out how to word this, but like my excitement on, I feel like I've been very hyper focused on like Korean culture, coming from discovering K-pop and K-dramas, and it's like and like exploring food has been like such a big thing for me. Like I feel like my enjoyment of Korean food has helped me eat better and know how to like cook for myself a bit better, and I'm trying to grow in that. And what was I trying to say about that? I don't remember. But in part of building this food Bible, I think it's like also me exploring what other Korean dishes there are that I can make and explore and try and have fun with and be excited about, which would be nice. But that's really like got me through, because I think of like local grocery stores and I'm like, there's really nothing there for me but like pasta and fruit. I get a lot of fruit, but having like, I think of like the Korean shops nearby, and like going there I just get so excited, and I just want to learn more about like what different ingredients I can use to make what, which will be fun and taste good, which would be really nice. But yeah, I have been incorporating fruit a bit more into my life. I think I'm trying to like ease off of like the processed snacks, not too much, not crazy, but like I still have like, cause turtle chips, which I don't know if I've spoken about turtle chips on this at all, but turtle chips are a Korean chip that are so good. It's like my favorite. It's the best thing in the world. I find it so tasty, and I just discovered churro flavored, chocolate churro flavored ones that are so good. So I'm not letting those go. I will be consuming those, but I'm trying to like, when I get a craving for like sweet food and stuff, I'm trying to lean more towards fruit, just to like get some nice things in my body. And I've been enjoying the fruit. Like I feel like it's been it's spring and summer, so like the fruit is a little bit nicer. So I've been trying to do that, but the fruit isn't filling, and that's the part where I'm like, okay, so we're making choices to incorporate more fruit, which is great, and I'm sure my body's loving that, but I also need something that's filling. And that's what we're working towards. and we'll get there. We'll figure it out. I've gotten this far. We can definitely go farther. It's all possible. But yeah, it's good. I'm excited to paint the crafts that I've made. I made a little tree stump holder that I'm gonna put my straws and chopsticks in, because right now they're being held in this like big container that's like holding all my other kitchen utensils, and I want to separate them. So I'm making a little tree stump to go with my foresty theme in my kitchen, which is nice. And then I made some like chopstick holders where I can like place my chopsticks down on them when I'm not using them to eat. And then I also I'm working on this idea I've had for Craftsy Wafsy Fantasy of a dice stand coaster, so that like when you're playing D&D, you can put your mug, your cup of water or whatever on its coaster and the dice are around it. I think that'd be nice. It's something I'd like at my desk, because I've got like my dice out of like what I'm playing currently for the campaign that I'm doing, and sorry, my nose is so itchy, and like they just like kind of sit on my desk, but they're kind of like just there. And I was like, well, if I had like a little coaster, then I could sit in the coaster and I could put my mug on there, and then it's like a multifunctional thing. So I've tried that out, but I'm worried that the size I made wasn't as big as it should be. So we'll figure that part out, but that's all okay. It's a first trial of it, but it'll still be cute. Yeah, and yeah, the D&D campaign I've been running for, I feel like almost as long as I've been making these videos, actually, since like September, I think. We've got like one more session of that I've been DMing. We're doing the Tomb of Annihilation, and yeah, we're about to end that, which is wild. That's like the second campaign I've run, full campaign that I've run. And this one I wanted to focus on combat and just work on like not feeling bad about fighting the party, because then I kind of ease up, and I don't want to ease up. So Tomb of Annihilation, like the whole point is that like you could die at any moment, and like there are some things I have eased up on just because I think there's things in the book where I'm like, this doesn't make sense, and I'm like, this just pisses me off. It's like, oh, you walk into a room and you're instantly dead, and I'm like, I don't like that. I like there to be a reason for things. So I've changed some things, and they've almost made it to the end, but in this final fight, I think I need to make it a final fight, and it's up to them to survive. So we'll see how that goes. I think I do need to prep in case they die, a nice way to handle that. Just so that it's not like, oh, and you're dead, and then I kind of leave it unresolved or like not satisfying. And like if they die, I want it to be like a satisfying death. We'll see how that goes. But hopefully they'll live and I don't have to worry about it. But it's been fun. But I definitely prefer playing to DMing, because I hit a wall for prepping where I just don't like prepping. I think I like DMing in the moment. I don't mind doing that. But like you have to prep in order to know what's going on, really. Because they'll ask you a bunch of questions that you don't think you're going to be asked, and then you do. And you can make it up, but then you have to remember that, and then you have to figure out. It's fine. It is what it is. We've got 15 seconds left. So yeah, if you've watched it for this long, thank you for following my journey. This is the last one. I don't think I'm going to regret it. I think this is a good time to let it go. Have a great week.